drone with struts and independent calcs.
Can we talk about this, Nick? This is the last month to get nickels.
Oh, shit, really?
So Psionic is sitting at 30,456. And right behind him, Mystic, 28,936, just about 1,500 difference. They all have to pick a side and go all in, right?
Oh yeah, but you can't bet more than 10. Can you bet more than 10K now, or is it still that's the max?
No, 10K is the max.
Okay. I wish you could just like go all in, like everything you have. It would be super broken if you won though. I mean, like just unlimited nickels, but yes, they have to go all in. If you don't go all in, what are you doing here? So who do you think is going to win this? Considering the Buddah refuses to attack, you might think Twitchy 5x5 has this, but we could be surprised by some violence from the left side here.
Violence from the left. You're starting to sound like my grandma.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Violence from the left. I like the Separatists in this matchup, especially with the Tri-Fighters and Grievous. 2 Tri-Fighters and Grievous alone is pretty scary. And then you have a couple of drones that could sneak in a block or get some damage in there. And a ton of overlap, as you said. So road matters.
Sure, what's
don't know what's
happening
going
right
on.
now.
Yeah. Oh, they couldn't clear the barrel roll, I guess?
Yeah, I think he just missed that there's a cancel button. That's actually good. That's good for red. That might have hit the debris, I think. All right, so Mystic went 10,000 on 2. Where did Psionic bet? Did anyone see? Well, here's the thing. They just have left it in the middle, and I don't know who has it. Also, I made it metal, so it just has a shine for some reason.
That's awesome. Who?
Well, if these threes move first, so it looks like it's on.
It will be Buddah.
Yeah.
Buddah to start us off, and going fast here. I already really like this setup for Twitchy. I think.
Well, yeah, this
is
is
block.
Any joust with these drones is great for you.
Yeah.
Psionic, we need bets pretty fast, man. We might end up with shots.
Yellow is in a really bad spot.
Yellow's not in a great spot, I'll give you that.
You're gonna get stressed. You won't be able to do any actions unless you hard one down, but then what are you, like, why are you, Buddah put himself in that position. Unfortunately, he's gonna have to try to avoid the debris, or he's gonna try to go way too fast and try to hop over everyone, but Grievous is behind everything, so even then, that might not work out.
See, I would like him to send Grievous like to the side, like I'd like a left turn there, because at I4 he is acing this list.
Totally. If he was down towards the bottom third quadrant of the board coming up, that's like what Grievous's bread and butter is. That's how he flies, you know.
Yeah.
Grievous is a lot of fun. Like, even if you don't play Separatist, if you have like a couple ships, like, you can make a decent fun list with Grievous.
Grievous is my favorite ship, straight up. He's so much fun, and I think he's very fair at I4.
Yeah, I think Impervium is a little frustrating as someone who has like discarded double direct hit multiple times, but it's still funny and very entertaining. I just think, like, wow, that's I could see that going up a point or two eventually. Just hit crit eyeball. Okay.
I believe this is into green from yellow. Green and should have a calculation to spend. I called it a calculation. Should have a calculation.
I mean, that was a calculation. The calculate represents a calculation.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah,
all right, Psionic.
It's out.
Psionic bet out. All right, so Psionic made a play here. Psionic froze out Mystic by betting with Mystic, but if they lose, then Cold Hard Facts might sneak in here.
Oh, okay. It's like the girlfriend is home.
Well, get her on. Let's talk.
Oh, yeah? Hello? She has not said hi yet.
Purple.
What?
I said hello.
Hello. I brought you gifties.
You brought me a gift. Did you hear that, Greg?
I heard gifties. I heard gift. I didn't hear gifts. I heard gifties.
Gifties, yes.
Gifties.
I'm commentating a game of X-Wing with
Smell.
Greg. What?
Don't
Wow.
those smell
For
incredible?
those of you that can't, obviously none of you can see me right now. There is a box full of pastries.
Yeah. Two croissants,
Smells good.
2 croissants, a raspberry, and a blueberry pastry.
Oh,
I'm gonna eat one of the bites of this croissant like right now.
Go for it. Do it as close to the microphone as you can, just to assault Greg's stream
An ASMR or whatever.
with a brutal
Yeah.
ASMR.
Okay.
I'm
Go
okay.
ahead.
I'll have some later.
Okay.
Yes.
Maya, do you want a bite?
I want to bite.
You want a bite of it?
Greg wants a bite.
Greg, I'll ship you one. What's your address?
Everyone knows it.
Everyone
Nick knows
knows
it. Nick knows it about a million times.
I'll send you all. I don't care. They're
Yeah,
all
it's all yours, man. It might be stale, but or destroyed because, well, the mail is the mail. But it will get to you, and it will be something you can eat.
really good. Really good. So delicious.
Jen, get on the mic. We have questions that aren't food
no,
based.
no, you guys don't. You have questions, Greg.
Yeah, what's the point? What do you mean? Why are you hating?
So I ain't hating. I'm just
You be
pointing out the obvious.
hating. No, see, Navi says I have Greg's questions too. We have questions. Get her on the mic.
It's all gonna be like, why Nick? Why? It's gonna be a lot of like deprecation of me. And you know it, you
It's like-
bastard.
Like, really, in all of California, you couldn't find someone better than Nick?
I mean, technically, I was in Illinois still when she reached out to me, so
That's what I'm saying. Like, she had
across state
all of
lines.
California.
She did, yeah.
I want to hear the love story from her perspective, not your tainted perspective.
You might. It might be nicer for you to hear from me than her, because I think she will be sweeten it up even more.
What,
talking about
truthful?
it.
You think she'll be truthful? That's what I think you fear.
Yes, I think so. The only thing she doesn't like about me is that I reinforce too much and I don't target lock enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Not an innuendo.
That's what I really want to ask her. Like, you think Nick is less of a man because he reinforces instead of target locking?
Well, we can find out. Because she knows exactly what that is.
Exactly. I'm sure she does.
Yeah, we play X-Wing all the time.
You say that like she doesn't, but I think she does.
Oh man. You know, it's funny, like I won that and then I like told like 2 people that I'm like, all right, well, no one else cares.
And I think this goes to Twitchy.
That's a good road roll.
Is that a big meow, huh?
Yeah, it was a big meow. You know what else is a big meow? Nick's playing with reinforce.
Well, there she is. Let's see if we can get her to meow right into the microphone.
Is anyone else extremely happy with Nick's slow disintegration into a cat lady?
It's been a quick disintegration to a cat person, honestly.
What?
Greg was just wondering if anyone else has enjoyed my slow disintegration into a cat, being a cat lady.
You've always been a cat dad.
You hear that, Greg? Well, it's been a cat dad.
Cat dad.
Hey, Will Hagwood's here.
Yeah, Handsome Will's always here. Being all handsome and shit.
Ooh, hitting the debris.
That should flip struts.
Oh yeah, it doesn't matter. The
Good.
only ships that care about stun pilot, like the stupidest crit in the game, actually matters for these things.
Hello, darling.
Rocker.
Will says dogs only. But that's what handsome people say. You know what I mean? It's not like
I think I like represent the looks of the cat people well enough.
Is that what you wanna?
That's the way I want to phrase it. Yes, I'm gonna keep that the way it is.
I don't know if that's insulting to cat people or insulting to you. Like, maybe you should like think a little better of yourself.
I just don't. Not one of those people. We got ourselves a Bumpapalooza here.
Sure do.
Yeah.
I do
Oh,
love
boy.
Bumpapalooza. Bumpapalooza 2012.
2012. Coney 2012. Remember that?
Do.
Oh, it fits over, but gonna ram yourself right in range 1 of. You could probably one shot, maybe one shot Pink. I mean,
Pink,
you have
yeah.
network calcs, but still, it's 4 on 2.
Oh, punished.
Ouch.
Shield down. Shield down. I repeat, shield down.
My
Did you
heart
hear
drops
it?
whenever it hits a Bree.
Will Will
Whenever
shave if he loses to me for the Crates Cup? Yeah. Will asked what you giving up. What's the stakes?
Yeah, he's like, nothing. You just have to shave.
Yeah. You shave. I don't.
I don't do
Lose a
anything.
shave. Nabi, are you known for your beard? I don't think so.
Of course not. He's an A-wing guy.
Yeah. You go in on Pink here and just try to eliminate Pink. Oh, he took it on Blue. You know what? He's being selfish. He's trying to take them all out.
Yeah, I mean, all you have to do, you roll 4 hits into Pink, and Pink you just need one blank, and that's it. Pink dies, but you really need that luck on your side from Yellow.
Is
Does
this
get to shoot
joust
first.
honorable?
I
I
feel
am
like
not all
honorable
that
jousts are
honorable,
cool.
right?
It's too sloppy for it to be honorable. I think it's a little
Yeah.
too sloppy, but it
You know
is
what would be
an incredible joust because of just the sheer amount of red and green tokens around. Called an incredible joust, but not an honorable joust. Ooh,
Oh, you know what would have been awesome is a nice little bank from Grievous and then the Daredevil boost in on red to get that out maneuver.
yeah, and get those rerolls too.
Yeah.
Gives them the rerolls.
This is gonna focus.
Yeah, well, we might see some trades here. Red and Grievous could easily take down Buddha's red, but they're tanky, man. Delta 7, that's 6 health. Turn them into an E-wing, just 1 less agility.
Looks like we're getting.
Oh, there we go.
Well, that's not how that works.
Certainly not. You have to put it on the back because it will not fit the front. Did it just stick to the base? I do not know what's going on.
He attached it to.
Huh.
I'm so confused.
Don't you have to do it to an enemy? Is he trying to do it to his own ship? Or is this just him?
I think he's trying to launch it at R2. Nope.
Excuse me. I have no idea what is happening right now.
All right, so now you launch this.
You got to do the bank.
No, I don't think you gotta do the bank. I think you're trying to deny R2 that space.
I mean, either way, like if you put it in the front there, R2 can only barrel roll to get rid of it. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, R2's fine with barrel rolling, but you're denying that space and denying a palpit. So this is.
Ooh boy.
Hey, crit natties onto the red.
Yeah, we have our initiative 4 AC Tri-Fighter. Ouch. You have to take half instead of a crit on the hole there.
Yeah. Spends your force though, right?
Or oh right, sorry. Red had not taken a shield yet, so this will be 2 instead of 3.
Yeah.
It's force spent, although the force is still face up right now, unless he chose to spend the focus for some reason. I think he did. Wow.
Looks like he spent the focus.
I don't know if I agree with that, but
I don't either. I think you spend the force there.
yeah, it's just one
I
result.
mean, just
You gotta keep it.
objectively, you spend the force there because you're gonna end
For
up
sure.
shooting.
And here we go. Now you're gonna wish you had a focus with 3 or 4 eyeball results coming in. Let's see what we get. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
you're free to spend.
Yep. Choose violence. And the Buddha is not the Buddha we thought the Buddha was.
Oh, yeah. No, this is Twitchy shooting. Buddah hasn't shot yet. He's just defended.
Oh,
This is exactly like Buddah.
He
He checked arc for the Grievous rerolls, I think.
Oh, I see. Got it.
Oops. All right, so that's half points. One shield
It
down.
is.
And yellow. Yeah, just keep firing into red. If you can get red off, that's a good chunk of firepower. Okay, if I lose, Greg has to shave. What? No.
Putting it on you. Ooh,
Oh,
saddies.
blank
That's what we call
skis.
saddies.
Super saddies.
Or as Greg said, what'd you say on the final game? Enoughies? All right.
So Fearful Prey kicks in, they take a strain. Yes. I don't really know how Fearful Prey works. Everyone never uses it.
Yeah, it's less used because it's a one per. Like you can only use one of them. You can't assign multiple condition cards.
2 dice into R2.
Yeah, so after you defend, if you did not spend at least 1 green token during the attack, you gain a strain token. So you have to against the fearsome predator when you defend after you defend against.
Well, should have rolled 1 additional dice on R2, but you know what? I'm gonna let them play their game. I'm here for chaos.
It's like that's obstructed into red. Range 2.
Yeah, I think he's just going range 1 into yellow.
Yep. Yellow's a threat. Yellow's scary right now.
Sure
Oh
is,
my.
but a little less scary. Hey, crit.
You don't network calc? Okay.
No, he has independent calculations that replaces network calc.
Everyone, but except for the ability that DIS has, is kind of like network calc, right?
Yeah.
That's right. I apologize. Even though I read down the list, I clearly am used to the drones having networks.
And now blue. I think you take this into yellow yet again.
Decisions. You don't
Be
want to be
much of
spreading
that
damage.
decision. You don't want to be spraying damage, but yellow's 1 away from half, and you've already shot into it once.
Right. I think that's a good call. All right.
So,
A little bit of everything there.
hit crit. Don't know who this is into. Don't really want to know.
Ouch.
All right, let's see
That's
who
it.
flips. That is yellow. That's gonna flip.
Yep. There's a crit
So,
onto the hole.
Hit crit. That
What
crit
do you
is
get?
weapons failure.
Oh, that is a horrible timing. Brutal.
Chat, Nick can't read now. Trending in chat. Nick, do you want to respond to Nick can't read?
Typical White Sox fan with the slander.
You better be nice to that White Sox fan. He's gonna have a Lancer with your name on it.
I know, right? Super excited about that. That'll be awesome. So I don't contest that I struggle with reading sometimes. Earlier I just was too lazy to look at the announcement section.
All right, so 3v2 here, and nothing left to spend. I think you just keep it at 1, right? I was gonna spend a 4. Still has a force. Okay. And blue spends their last calculate. 1 damage on blue. Blue should probably die to this pink shot coming.
Yeah, if you're Buddah, you really hope so. I mean, you gotta respond. So here we go, range 1 into pink.
As we all know, the Buddhas. Oh, good call, close bets. The Buddhas always try to
Just
take
loads.
revenge.
Yes, that's what they're known for.
Oh,
my.
that's a bad roll.
Oh my.
Gonna re-roll 3. Gonna keep an eye and just re-roll 3.
Ouch.
Oh, hit crit.
This is
Of course.
this might not be enough. You're really hoping for some luck. What do we get?
1
Ooh.
evade, so a crit goes into blue. That could still do it.
Could be the direct. What do we get? It is
Direct!
a direct.
Got him!
Oh, finally. I don't know about you, Greg, but I feel like I don't get enough direct hits on stream. It's like
I
a stream
always
thing.
want them for the drama, right?
The entire damage deck assigned to blue now. Yeah, for the drama, but like it almost never happens. It's like something
Yeah.
like inconsequential, like stun pilot or some dumb shit like that.
Honestly, the thing I'm rooting most for is like a 14 health chip and a hull breach on the first crit. Like the first hull down, a hull breach. Oh my god, give it to me.
I did that to Ray with Gavin, like that combination.
Yeah.
I mean, at that point it doesn't matter anymore, but it's just like, oh boy, I'm sorry, Ray. This is about to be really nasty.
So I believe this is red into DIS. Red
Man.
drone.
Lots
One.
of blank results so far on these attacks. It's frustrating.
Yeah, but also a blank on the defense, so kind of evens
But-
out. Like,
I mean,
isn't,
I'll
isn't
gladly
that
blank
a
out
weird
on one
moment?
hit.
Oh, does he have? He doesn't have independent. No, he has independent calculations.
He pulled a calculate.
Yeah, he can't pull a calculate.
Is it possible it was the ability? No, can't be. It was into red or no?
It was
It's
into
DIS.
red. While you perform an attack, you may spend one. Yeah, okay. So it's got to be it's white. No, okay, yeah.
Well, you defend it for it.
Yeah. Okay, so it's his ability. Okay. All right.
Cool.
His ability. Good.
Nice.
Good. We're done. Okay.
It's always fun when you try to correct a player and then they're like, dude, no, you just didn't read.
Oh, he's going range 1 into the
Oh my goodness.
only one though. And the buzz droids evade the ion shot from R2D2. Meanwhile, the Chancellor's like, I hate you all. You're all fired.
Well, he flipped. That's surprising.
R2's like, all right, well, F me, I guess.
How often do you guys see Chancellor Palpatine get flipped to Darth Sidious? I don't. It's not that common.
Yeah, but Darth Sidious is good.
I think people just like the feels bad of assigning stress tokens. Like,
It could give you 3 actions a turn. Actually, all right, so hear me out here. Ready? You coordinate target lock onto one of the Jedi. They get the focus and a stress. They do a blue, spend a force, barrel roll, boost. Double modded, also double repo.
yeah. Will that come up in this game? I don't know. At this point, I don't know where he could even go. But yeah, that R2D2 is also like kind of just out there. Like now, Twitchy can just like advance on R2D2, and we'll probably see a K turn maybe from. We could see a sloop maybe. I feel like a sloop is better. It's a 2 sloop on the deltas, right? That they have.
Yeah.
Or 2
Deltas
sloop
have,
with
I think they have
pink.
like 4K, 5K, and then 2 sloops.
Yeah, I would sloop with pink just so you get your arc on those ships still. And then red is in position to
Right.
could maybe fit a K turn here. Let's see. It's tight. And then yellow probably sloops as well. R2D2's got to just go straight, right? I mean, obviously you can't be hitting that.
Yeah,
buzz droid.
I think you just one straight and go toe to toe with Grievous. Because Grievous isn't going to get his rerolls since you have that turret. And if you can ionize Grievous, then maybe ionize him off the board eventually.
I think that's every X-Wing player's dream to
Just-
ionize the chip
it
off
is
the board. It just never happens.
1,000% my dream. 1,000% it's my dream.
Yeah, the best is when you fire like when a small base ship has like 1 agility. You're like, oh yeah, easily ionized. He takes like nothing to ionize it.
Yeah. Full Hard Fact says this is a scrum.
It's a good word. Scrum
Yeah.
and villainy.
Scrum and villainy. Oh man. Imagine.
And still 51 minutes left, and man, you do hope that on at least for the attacks that Buddha's dice maybe even out a little bit. He's getting a lot of eyeball results and a lot of blank results, and like maybe one of a hit or a crit. Like he's not getting many. It's a 50% chance you get a hit or a crit.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it for him so far.
You know what's awesome though? A lot of damage in the second game of the night when you're not doing a third. It's like,
Oh,
hey,
yeah.
it feels like getting out of work early, even though it's like fun. Violence is
Yeah,
great.
it's always nice when the last game of the night kind of ends early because everyone's like, "Oh, I had fun. It was quick. It was bloody. Like it's just entertaining." And then you get to end early
Yeah.
and be like, "Yeah."
Well,
I
that's the
can do
thing.
whatever I
It's
want."
like this is like a fun type of ending early.
Yeah.
Because it's just like we're rolling dice and we're hitting shit. There's violence happening everywhere. Please don't take that out of.
Oh, yeah.
Please don't take that out of context. It sucks when game one ends early though, because then you're like, oh fuck.
I know. Well, it's always like I always enjoyed playing. I still want to get back and play another game soon. On your stream, it's just like for me, it can be really hard because there tends to be a tradition of the first game ending so early, and I'm like, fuck, I'm still on my way home. But it ended in 15 minutes. How?
But I don't know about you, but I have like trouble getting people to commit to playing. Sometimes,
Oh, it's hard.
so like,
yeah.
I would definitely book 3 games if like just the demand was there for it. But sometimes it's just not.
Yeah.
And that's an eyeball, and I think this moves over to Buddah.
Yeah, and there's an eyeball result. That is going to be Buddah, his first player this turn. Yeah, I think it's one of those things where you have to. I mean, I used to stream our league games, but it was really hard to get people to be able to coordinate with each other to play on stream. So it's just like, we'll just do list chaos because it's crazy and like hilarious and people are into that. And I've been able to get more people to play it because of that. It's still really hard though to
I
get.
think you need to institute a more chaos rule in here. Some people like try really hard to make a good list in list chaos, and it's like then someone has an like a ridiculous list, and you're just like, oh, poor guy.
I've tried my best to filter through that more recently, but like I've gotten like Fenguri when we used to have the bit, like when bidding was a thing, like someone gave me Fenguri. I'm like, why would you do that? Like
This
that's
is
just
list
so unfair.
chaos, not list meta.
Yeah, like Vader Defender thankfully hasn't been as prevalent in like this list submissions. Sammy gives me like 10 lists every time I ask for him. It's amazing.
So that should give. Well, that stress goes on to red, who should also get a focus token. So
Yep.
focus, evade, stress, strain currently on red. Mark it down on your bingo.
What is Red doing now?
I don't know. That's a great question.
Is it a 2 forward clear? I don't think so. No, definitely not.
Can't do that. Put in the 2 red.
Oh yeah, I was worried that he dialed. I mean, even if you could execute it, well, you're not really going anywhere. Oh my god, that
What's
doesn't bump though. But
It doesn't matter. That's a white.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm all like over here, like a 2 forward wouldn't clear. It's that close.
Pink the 5K. I don't hate that.
Okay. Yeah, you still got your arc pointing in general right direction.
You know what? Maybe that was a road play. Think about it. If he moves, well, no, R2 moves first, so it wouldn't make sense. Never mind. I was about to call him genius. But he's like, he could see where they move and then decide if the 2 forward or the 2 sloop was the better move. But since R2 moves at 2,
Right.
let a guy dream. Fuck, Nick. Come on, man. Yellow's gonna fix.
Okay. Weapons failure. Still get shot though. There's maybe not. I mean, the only ship that could maybe shoot.
Oh,
Yellow
what a Talon! Look at Pink.
Never
Pink
mind. There we
calling it.
go. Oh man, very nice. You forget about the Talon rolls on that. They have the 1K and it's the 2 Talon on them, or is it a 1
2
Talon?
Talons.
2 Talon. That's right.
Green's just gonna rotate to the right.
Okay. I don't. think
Independent
Green's-
calculations and landing struts are a great combination since you clear.
Yeah. What's the
strats after
droid
you
that
do.
passes them to DFS 311? Is that it?
DFS your mom. Got him, boys.
Because you can like double calc and pass, like it's pretty good. DFS your mom.
And
Ooh, okay,
that'll
well, no threats for the Tri-Fighters. Roll the crit.
roll the eye. Never punish. We'll have to take the stress though, or
Dude,
keep the
one
stress.
Talon Colvax is so good. Like that's what I like. I thoroughly enjoy the viewings. Like even just for that alone, that one Talon roll with Leia, man, super strong too. Looks like we might not get a ton of shooting this turn, outside of that pink shot into yellow and then pink, Buddha's pink into. There's a couple options there, probably red.
Ooh, I don't know if Daredevil fits, but that would be awesome.
Oh,
If you don't think Daredevil fits, you have to boost to the left.
oh man, I would so try it right now. I don't think it does.
Oh, the other way! Didn't see that coming.
And Buzz Droids only affect enemy ships, so him hitting the Buzz Droid doesn't really matter.
Doesn't matter at all. Which is bullshit.
Yeah. I also, do you agree that it's kind of BS that in this game you can choose to like select who you hit with a prox mine or a mine if you just drop it on yourself with someone else?
How are you
Like,
supposed to? How are you supposed to?
I just think that everything that gets hit by a mine should suffer the effects of the mine. It's a mine. It explodes.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that for the sake of like how reality. So this is Grievous, and he's gonna get Grievous rerolls onto yellow here.
Oh yeah. Unobstructed range 3 into yellow. Time for the reroll.
Reroll.
This is the Grievous special. That's what he rolls. He gets the third one.
3
Beautiful.
hits. Yellow does have a force for mods, but
Nice.
doesn't need it. Never needed.
Buddha deserves that. That's a roll where like, yeah, you're like, yeah, you deserve that roll. Like,
Also, why outmaneuver's a great upgrade.
outmaneuver 7 right now, right?
6.
6? Oh, 6 now. Okay, I think it used to be 7. Do you think that makes Grievous just a little too expensive? Because he's still so cheap with this build. Like, cheap,
I mean,
fairly cheap.
without maneuver, he's still 60 points.
That's
that's
1
still-
point cheaper than Naked Luke, right? Or no, it's
Yeah.
same price. I think Luke is
I
60
still think
now.
that's a very fair price for his ability. Red
Have you?
just
Ooh, that's a good roll,
nukes
though.
pink. Nukes him. 3 damage on pink. Pink won't move right away because simultaneous fire.
Yeah.
But red getting the job done.
I think with Road, Greg, we're going to see a lot more I3 vultures.
Yeah, I think the swarms are coming back hardcore with Road. It just pays to have more ships in the table.
Yeah, well, just more dice. Just your the odds of you dealing damage just amplified because attack dice are just so good. Like,
Yeah.
I've learned that people just natty all the time with attack dice. So it just doesn't matter.
Red
Here we
should have
go.
shot first. And he's going to spend one from green and spend his own, perhaps, onto pink. Red, green.
Does it have to be in the attack arc?
Yeah.
In the enemy ship's firing arc. Got it. Okay.
Who's this?
So red took a damage card.
Ow.
So down to 2 hull. I don't know. I just see a new damage card there by red. Now red's getting shot by pink.
This is the most chaotic game I've ever watched in my life. I have no idea what's going on.
You know, it's funny when I'm not watching the stream. I don't get the music or anything, so it's really peaceful chaos. If that makes any sense at all. Like, it's so calm while also just watching a completely bloody, maddening game. So taking a damage is 2 damage, DIS T81. That's 1 away from.
Who I already had all right, well, you know what? I'm just following whatever they're doing, and this is Chaos Wing. And you know what? I love it. This is what I live for.
If you guys think that like keeping score for like X-Wing games, like you know GSP stream like events and stuff is easy, like this is a perfect example as to why it can be really hard. Because you just can't follow what's going on when you're watching the game. You just have to like try to see where all the damage cards are. It can be hard to follow.
Ooh, excuses.
Nice.
Boo. Don't let Nick get off with this.
I'm giving people credit that like Jonah and James. They deserve more credit. It can be really hard.
Jonah, of course, the Buffalo guy. Haven't seen him around stream though for a while.
Yeah, he's been busy. He's off at school right now, and then I think he's gonna go back and work at Galaxy's Edge. He had helped them open Galaxy's Edge. It's pretty cool.
Going down south.
Just tell us how bad you suck. Oh, I struggled a bit for sure when it came to scorekeeping, especially
especially not flipping the table.
Yeah, right. Well, only once, thankfully, but 6 rounds of X-Wing is a lot for anybody. Playing or scorekeeping, commentating.
You'll all note that I did 5 rounds and never made one mistake.
We'll see about that. I have to go back and watch every game now. Ooh, blank sees, it's Saddies.
It's one reroll.
Soulless one.
So not ionized, just takes a shield.
A whopping 1 shield on Grievous. Ooh.
Yeah, but he's running out of ships. He's losing a ship a turn right now.
He's just lost 1, right? Yeah.
I need to fucking get right with God on this. So the Jedi Knight down to 2 shields. Yellow. All right, I'm making this yellow. Yellow has lost all their shields. Pink
and taking a damage card. It looks like
full health.
Yeah.
And R2D2 somehow has lost a shield. All right, there it is. Nothing changed on the score, but all the ships are correct right now. I think maybe. Psionic, why are you putting a cake in chat? I'm hungry.
It ain't no cake.
Matt
and I are going to get deep dish pizza when he's here for our tournament, and we will take a photo of us eating it and send it to
Who is Matt? What's a Matt?
Matt, the only Matt Carey.
Matthew Carey, I believe is his full name, and he would never disrespect me by getting deep dish pizza.
You know what?
He would never do that.
Let me pull up our messages really quick.
Go ahead, pull up your fake messages.
Let's see here.
I have a message from your mom saying that deep dish pizza is crap.
Nope.
And also Lucasfilm would love to hire me.
All right, he says, I asked if there was anything he wanted to do
sure.
while in the city, and he said, I want deep dish, don't care from where.
Okay.
So...
Sure. We're not go ahead and...
He doesn't believe me, but it is what happened.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I don't see Matthew Carey in chat being like, yeah, that's exactly what happened, because it did.
Well, oh yeah, because he's not here, it's not true. That's you know what, that's reasonable. I can accept that.
Yeah.
2 hits.
Technical road rolls.
Ooh. Wouldn't you just love for a tournament to end in time because of having to re-roll the road dice like 8 times?
Tie again.
Oh god.
Statistically impossible. There it is.
Natty eyeballs. You lost, aka won the roll-off.
It was Twitchy.
I'm not convinced. AMG says you win the roll-off, but then says second player being first player is really bad. So I'm not really sure. The language doesn't really add up to me.
Also, the stats don't add up. Being first player is actually an advantage, but you know what? What am I gonna fucking do?
Yeah, the war on first player is like created by them. I don't understand.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, it's not an actual problem.
No, it's not.
Actually, no problem.
Isn't. No one complains about, like, there's always been the kind of people that have never cared about first player and have always built their list to 200. There's so many people that do that. So many.
Little rotatey tape from
If they
Green.
bring range 0 and bump wing, I honestly like. I'm pretty confident that that's going to get axed, or a part of it at least. Like,
Why? Why
if
are you
they-
confident?
because there are a lot of opportunities for that to completely wreck the game. Like, there are just a few ships that come to mind immediately where I just like they can't do it. So if
Name
their
them. Name
playtesters
names.
are competent, Vader Defender bumping comes to mind for sure. When it comes to grabbing a focus and not caring about being blocked anymore, it was the only way you could stop him. So now if that doesn't matter, Boba with overturned, was it modulators? Is that what it's called? The triple calc? Overtuned. Yeah, that would be pretty broken as well. If he bumped and gets rerolls, could triple calc, could have a focus as well. Those are the two of them that come to mind. And then there is this is a fringe case, but I think it's major. Is it Major Rhymer? It is Major Rhymer that can increase or decrease the range of special weapons
Yes.
by 1.
Yep.
So that would open up the opportunity.
I mean, that would be a feels bad for sure.
Yeah, that would definitely be. I don't know. I don't think we'd get into a Major Rhymer meta, but it would definitely be a case. People probably would use him more of the named bomber pilots because of that opportunity to shoot a range 0.
And you just proc it at that point. Just put rockets on him. Rockets APT. Have fun.
I just don't see like what's the need. Like, I know that bumping
The
can
thing,
feel bad,
it's a fix for a problem that doesn't exist, and it's not a fix.
well, it's actually a problem for people that aren't good enough to like avoid it, or that are still learning how to play, which is just a part of the trial and tribulation of learning how to play X-Wing, is like making mistakes and like getting better at flying. So
Yeah.
I welcome it. I've been on the bad end of it so many times, but it's a great part of the game in the strategy. So if they want to implement like strategy, like destruction of strategy of the game, then they can absolutely do that. But I do think that the playtesters will actually do their best to break that pretty fast, and already have. So we'll see, though. I am slightly hopeful, for lack of a better term, pun intended, that doesn't happen.
Tries the barrel roll right, it fails.
So I don't know, Greg. I think hitting R2, you would have gotten a damage in, but now that's just sitting there. Like, what do you think? Do you think it would have been worth just like throwing it on R2 instead of putting it there to prevent a turn in? Because now you can't use it again. That's it.
I'll say I got it. Hey, the barrel roll is failing. That's why it's not popping up.
Does that and bumps.
They're going to ban everything. That's going to be. They're going to ban so much. Then it's just not worth it. They're banning so much if they do that. So
Yeah, they really, like, their ban list is going to have to be extensive as shit. R2
Like-
does get the calculate from a ship behind him, so that's nice.
like I get banning like Supernatural or Luke Gunner and stuff, but like banning something like Sense, I just don't really. I understand the dial.
I don't
PQ
get
stuff.
banning anything. You
I
already
mean, I
have
think you can
a
price
system.
anything out of the game. Yeah, you can price anything out of the game.
Yes, Luke Gunner is not an issue because Luke Gunner is never played.
Yeah, it's way too expensive.
No
Especially you
one
have to
ever
consider
uses
a
the
one
gunner.
agility ship will still take a lot of damage. It's not like it's going
Ooh.
to stop them from dying. Ouch.
This is hit crit in yellow. I think yellow's dead if they put the damage on yellow, right?
Yeah, yellow has a damage card.
Yellow's
Placing it
nuked.
on the yellow, that is a dead yellow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Nah. Hey. Now Grievous could take out red here as well. He has the outmaneuver. Oh, it's
Yeah, he gets to
all
reroll.
blank. He gets 2 rerolls though, and he
Ouch, just
only
one.
ends up with 1. That is a
If you're
tough
Buddha,
roll.
you love to see it. Yeah, that is terrible. And there's that one evade.
Yeah, you knew that was coming. Great Ivanowskis.
Navi, I mean, like, we all, like, yeah, you didn't even have to tell us, like, absolutely. The advantage of moving first is that you know where you're going to be able to be, and then you can set up blocks, you can guarantee actions, like, it's... They
Moving
just, like,
first, if you
casual
think
make-
about it, moving first could be argued to be better most of the time.
Yeah, like, if I'm playing my Rebel list, I want to shoot first. Move first, shoot first.
Well, guaranteeing mods while denying others mods is a huge advantage.
And R2 takes all shields. You guys saw the crit change to a hit because of plated hole.
And it
Double
will
crit,
continue to
those
do so as no crits are currently through on R2.
Right. That's one of the few things that makes that ship appealing to me. Like, doesn't have much, honestly. The dial's terrible. Does have the 3 shields and plated hole. Does keep them alive a little longer and hitting harder.
This is into red, I believe. Ends for 1. Red evades.
And safe.
And that Jedi could just nuke DIS. Only needs to put 1 in here. Yellow, goodbye. I miss you. I
So
miss
what's the
you.
score now?
Miss you. Right now, Twitchy's up 75-65, but
It is a close one.
still, Buddah still gets to shoot.
Oh yeah. Red's about to eat it here too. DIS might just get wrecked, and that is
And
a
it
pretty
does.
good roll.
That's correct. DIS.
That is a guaranteed wrecked and wrecked. Yep.
And remember, this is the Buddah.
Yeah, exactly. My sources are correct. I can confirm.
Yes. So this is range 1 obstructed into green. The classic 4v3.
Ooh, just clips there, yeah, on that edge. Green has not taken any damage. So we have a Fearsome Predator, a Healthy Grievous, and green. I still like Twitchy's chances here. But yeah, you gotta kill red.
I mean,
find a way to kill red.
If he kills red, then I think we're on a pretty even playing ground here.
Yeah. It's still close enough. Okay, 2 hits, 8 blank, and an eyeball.
Does have a focus, so he shouldn't be able to make that 3.
Going to spend it.
And 1 will go through after the calculate.
Not yet half on the very expensive Separatist drone. After all those upgrades, it's what, 25 points? Yeah.
No shots for R2. R2 is kind of out of this fight a little bit. Oh wait, you can shoot? Do it.
Do it. Do
Fucking
it.
do it. Do it. He deserves it. 3v3 onto the crap. I think it might
He's
be
rolling
saying
extra
obstructed.
die.
I think he's saying
Ouch.
obstructed. Doesn't give you the
Oh,
lines
okay.
to the drone. And
Oh,
evaded.
safe.
Yeah, I don't believe in banning cards. I believe in pricing them for how often you want them to be played. If you want Luke, Luke is a great ability. You should pay out the roof for him. 26 points, he's never used. It's probably too expensive. It should be at the point where Luke is, or a card is used. If it's a really good card, it should be used in a list, but that list is highly dependent on that card. And, you know, you're punished if it goes down.
Yeah, I mean, I think we can agree that there are some cards in this game, Zam, that shouldn't have been made.
Sloan.
Sloan too, exactly. That shouldn't have ever
like
been
Sloan?
made. But
I don't even think it should never have been made. I just think Sloan should be a ridiculously expensive card, so you can't swarm with it.
yeah, double stress, man. It's. I love people's response to that is just kill the shuttle. It's like, how? It's behind everything else at range 4.
Right. Sloan should be like 20 points, I think. Honestly, I really
She's what,
believe
12
that.
right now?
Yeah.
She's the same cost as Palpatine.
And well, she's 12 right now, and she's already like no one uses her anymore because the price went up, and it should be higher.
Yeah. That's what worries me is that something like that, like because no one uses her, they end up dropping her 2 points, and then it's like, no,
But see,
not.
they haven't shown me any indication that use is what's driving their points. Like, I haven't seen Zam crew much anymore either, and that's a good thing. Yeah.
Thank God, yeah.
Like, you don't want it used too much. You want people to have to commit to that being like a major part of their list for crews like that are supreme NPEs. Like, and that is fine. Like, I thought their last points update was very good, to be honest.
No, they did it. That's one of the few things that gave me hope. I mean, that they started us off with bad communication. They're still bad at it, but like then they gave us a pretty good points change. I was happy about that, and I thought we were just gonna. Honestly, I still argue that there was no need to think about making any drastic changes until we got some sort of actual organized play in. But then we kind of started rolling into changing absolutely everything, and I just kind of like I'm still trying to catch my breath after all that. Like, there's no rush, and it just feels like AMG's like rushing like to a deadline to change the rules of the game.
Well, again, I hope no one takes this like I'm being mean, but I watched them play the game, and I'm not convinced they understand how the game is played to that extent, and I don't want them making changes to fundamental core aspects of the game until they're, you know, masters of the game. I don't think that's a lot to ask for them to be, you know, well versed and pretty decent at it before they go making decisions.
One of them also stated that they hadn't played 2.0, or they had not until recently, and I just like, it's alarming that they're working on changing the rules of 2.0 but hadn't gotten experience playing it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I would prevent someone from working on a game if that was the case. Like on that game, it's like, you know, you need to play this for a long time, for months, and get an understanding of it before you start to change it.
I mean, we've all been new. How long was it until you felt like you were good?
Good enough. I mean, I don't know. I consider myself to be like a decent player. I think that's as much as I describe myself. But it took me a few months to feel like I actually knew how to how to form an approach.
Connor like goes hours,
yeah, minutes. We have a new player in our local group who is already incredibly good and has been playing for a few months, like really hard to beat. Some people just pick it up a lot quicker, although to their credit, they had been playing the AI like single player modes, so they had already familiarize themselves with certain parts of the game.
Right. I mean, when I was first starting, I played Vassal and Fly Casual against the AI a lot. Damn 5 Kirax list, could never beat it.
I actually don't enjoy playing random people in TTS either. Some people like to just like LFG, which is like random people. I only like to play people I know or that are a part of our like Discords or local groups. Like, well,
listen, I try to do that with the people. I try to like look for a group in my Discord, and then it's just a bunch of cowards. So then I have to like go to like the TTS and LFG in there and risk it with a rando.
Oh yeah, and when they like sweat really hard with like the most ridiculous lists. That's usually they're like, I want to practice my triple epsilons or some stupid shit like that. Like, no,
that's actually the last time I've seen Sloan in play was random list from from them.
That's the thing, that if that's the reason, like, sure, it's not different from going to a tournament because you're gonna play people you don't know, right? But like for me, it's in person, so it has a different appeal. Like you're still like moving the ships around and stuff. That's enough for me. But like when it comes to TTS, I don't want to risk playing people that are like playing super.
You're from the Discord. We did the LFG in the Discord. You're not the rando.
If you don't, you won't get better.
Into R2.
I mean, you can LFG. For me, it's just my comfort level playing. Sometimes some people are really hard to play with. It's not even like their list or how good they are. It's just like not enjoyable. It's another thing I don't really enjoy, putting myself in that situation unless I go to a tournament or something.
R2 gets to calculate from a ship in his back arc and will just take 2 after rolling an eyeball. Spends the calc.
Cold hard facts, yeah, definitely. I got kicked from a server once because I was putting my list in the builder, and I got like kicked from the game because I thought I was trying to build like the perfect counter. And it's like, are you serious, dude? Like, this is a casual game. Why do you think I'm trying to do that? Like,
yeah, it's so weird.
They got like angry at me. I'm like, all right, man, bye. I didn't want to play. I guess I don't want to play you anyways.
People who like hug the LFG and then are worried about winning are a little weird to me.
Yeah, or they're like, oh, I'm just practicing this list that doesn't need practice, or that like it's like okay, like
Yeah, like
For me, I actually
I
wanna try
get
something.
wanting to win. Like I always like play to try and win.
for sure.
But
for
like
sure.
caring.
Ooh.
Oh, green. Green
Bye-bye.
is nuked. Guys, don't care about X-Wing. Like, care about it only as much as you gotta.
I agree that if you don't like practice, you won't get better, but like you can practice and enjoy yourself, and that's what I'm advocating for. Is like playing with people that like you'll have fun playing with, or at least you get yourself an opportunity to have a good time. Like, and sometimes you don't get that when you play randos online. You can get a feel for the kind of vibe someone has when you meet them in person too, like, pretty easily.
That's why when I put in TTS, when I put my LFGs in TTS, I'm like LFG casual. I literally put casual in the game title so people know I'm not coming to like, I'm not running
Steamroll or
slow.
whatever.
Yeah. No.
Right. The vast majority of the community are positive experience. I believe I've met tons of people. When I started playing TTS X-Wing, I did play random people, and I didn't have like strictly like negative experiences, except the one I mentioned. It's just a comfort level thing. Like, to me, X-Wing is.
Go ahead.
Ooh, sorry. I'm talking over the commentary right now. I apologize, or the game commentary.
I wasn't gonna say anything about the game, so it's fine. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Another damage there on R2 down to 1.
Yeah. This
One
game is
hole, yeah.
like pretty close.
It is, yeah. Back and forth, back and forth. What was I gonna say? I think I lost my train of thought.
You have a train.
I do. I have a choo-choo.
Ion cannon into yellow. I was just gonna say I hate this community. The X-Wing community, that is. They've given me nothing. I've made no friends. They're all awful people.
Exactly.
Clip that. Clip that and post it on GSP. Get me banned. Spending the lock. Really love this Ion here.
Spending the epic damage deck, rather.
Hey. Let's spend it. There it is.
Okay.
Guaranteed at least one. And that's an Ion. Doesn't have the calculate anymore. Or does he? Is it the invisible calculate?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. No, grabs damage.
That one. And should be... You know what? Whatever happens, happens. I'm not worried about it.
R2 on one hole. Could be initiative killed if Grievous finds a way to shoot him. I don't think he will this turn, though. This is what I was going to say. For me, I love TTS X-Wing. I've had a really good time, but at the heart of it, like, I still see X-Wing as like the most enjoyable for me when I get to play with my friends, like in person, or like go to an event. And so I can usually get over when people bring like, you know, ultra try hard stuff. They're also trying to win at events too. Like, that's the whole point. So
well, I mean, it's at a tournament. I'm not going to be upset if someone brings a try hard list.
No,
but like,
I've played against I've brought lists that are close to that, not purely, but
yeah.
Ultimately, I just think I'm an advocate for enjoying yourself, or at least trying to be a good opponent, even when you're playing something that can make someone feel bad. Just like, I don't know, just try to keep people in the game if you can.
Right.
Like, you know, it was a challenge for me. I was playing Boba Fett for a while when the hyperspace meta was purely like Seek Swarm or Boba Fett for Scum. And
everyone
it was
boo this man.
Yes, it was definitely a challenge. Like, not trying to be overcompensate for how shitty my list made people feel by also, like, you know, being a decent opponent. It's hard. It's like, I'm so sorry I'm doing this to you right now, but I want you to have fun, and I have to find other ways to make sure that you get a little fun out of this.
Canterbury says, what in the living hell is a try-hard list at a tournament? If I'm getting on a plane, I'm not bringing float and shoot.
Not bringing float and shoot. Well, I think try-hard, I don't know. There are only a couple lists where I'd be like, oh, wow, that's like ultra try-hard. I think now a lot of this, before...
I think if you bring Sloan, all you're saying is winning is the only thing that matters to me. And that's fine. I mean... Live your life.
This is the oddest Discord. It's
yeah, we're fucking weird, man. We're fucking weird.
It's clear now that
two crits.
that Caddy Bree 01 is a quad phantom triple epsilon Mantex lover.
Connor,
It's like,
Connor,
I feel
did you
offended.
play quad phantoms? Connor, be honest. Did you quad phantom this up? Dual fires.
Yeah, not much better, but it's definitely, you know, it's not as bad. Greg, it's a tournament.
Well, I just said that if you're going to a tournament,
That's
and you
exactly
bring it I get it.
You're trying to win. That's the whole point of going to one. Is you're trying to like do as best as you can.
Yeah, I mean, I get it.
Yeah.
I just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Not at any point have Greg and I said you shouldn't bring a good list to a casual game or to a tournament. We've never said that. I'm just saying you should be a good opponent, because if you're going to bring something that could make someone feel bad, like something that tractors people all over the place, that ionizes people all over the place, like
I just think if you bring
This might
like
not be
some
much
meta
fun.
nonsense to a tournament, then you don't get to complain about your dice.
fair.
I think that's a fair trade. I think if you bring meta nonsense, you don't get to complain about your dice, and that is 100% fair.
That's the thing, though. A lot of people do that. That's a common thing with people that bring like the sweatiest. They will like find anything to discredit their opponent if they beat them or destroy their ships. It's like, what?
Canterbury says, if anyone here has a single complaint about me as an opponent, I shall fly to them to discuss over beer. So my thinking is, yo, let me complain about Canterbury real fast.
Yeah, I want
So
a
he
free
flies here and gets me a beer.
Yeah,
All I'm saying is that Canterbury is an awful opponent.
terrible.
Terrible, awful, bad opponent. And I would very much like to clear this up over a brewski. So when are you going to be at the airport? That's Buffalo,
He's
Niagara.
gonna bring his X-Wing stuff. He pulls out like
A table.
Django Zam.
There's an anchor bar at the airport. We'll get a table.
Yeah. I hope you don't mind. I brought Django Zam. I was feeling something more casual today.
This is just fucking Sloan with interceptors. Cry.
Here we go.
Q should get a calculate.
Plenty.
I love the disrespectful Grievous roll. Love it. That's gamesmanship. That's 8th arc.
Next shot here. This is from the Pink Jedi. Got two options. You have Fearsome Predator at range 2, as well as Grievous going into the Fearsome Predator.
Yeah, I think this is the right choice.
I mean, Grievous gets a focus and a reroll. The Fearsome just gets one calc, right? So.
Well, he has 2 calcs because of independent, but you could.
Oh, they're stacked right now, right?
Yeah, any
At
offensive
least he
mods you
won.
strip from him. Ooh, that's a tough roll there for Pink. Pink could spend 1 to put a little pressure on. Might as well. You're pretty sure R2 is taking the. And see, there you go. You force the calculate off. Now, if it's all eyeballs or whatever, you give R2 a little bit of a
in the
chance.
way they've been rolling, there's a good chance.
So this is going to be 3v1 onto R2 for a kill. And this is actually, like, we've kind of been ignoring the game a little bit, but this is big for points here.
Who
25 points.
you in exiled?
See, there you go. 1v1.
Nice.
R2 has that calculate and a force.
You just need pains. R2 pains. Yes.
Gets it.
I brought a defender for the first time. I was honestly a little hurt.
Who
What, was
criticized
it
you
there?
at oh wow, well, we having exile drama now? Yo, I live for fucking drama in other streams. Fucking sign me up.
As long as it's not a snare. Yeah.
This Calmy
It's
is
like
one of
when-
the people who thinks ensnare is fine as long as they make the put the card to fully execute. They errata
they got
and
errata.
has ability to fully execute. And I think ensnare is fine. Again, it's 1,000 points. like you do that, you're saying, hey, this 4 health chip is worth
That
4
can't target
billion
lock.
points. Yeah,
I mean, at the end of the day, you could just roll like shit and it does nothing either, right? Like,
right.
it's just... And Sun Fac is certainly gonna cost you an arm and a leg. Like, he's just so
Sunsack with Ensnare, I think, is 100 points, almost 100 points.
No, I thought it was like 70 something. I don't think he was in the upper 90s.
Let's see.
I thought Sun Fac was like 60 something. Or
Also, people who know all the points by like heart, they drive me insane. I'm just like, how do you guys remember all this? Yeah, you're right. He's only 68 with Ensnare. But then you put squad leader on him and he's 82.
There you go.
You know,
That's all you need.
Canterbury says fuck Nantex. So by extension, we can assume that you agree that Ensnare is not okay right now. I do. I think those ships need errata. I really do.
What are other things that are not okay in X-Wing right now?
BNG.
Yeah, right. Well, outside of the elephant in the room, right?
What's not okay in X-Wing?
I think I still believe that, like, if you're gonna drop a device that, or a mine rather, that it should affect everyone that gets hit by it.
Is that the issue that's come up so often in
No,
life that we have to?
I just think it's one of
know.
those things that, if you think about it, doesn't really make sense. It's not. It's
None of
definitely
it
not
makes
something
it doesn't. It does. It does. I agree. Yeah. If a mine goes off and you're standing next to someone, it doesn't choose who it hits.
Right. I don't know what is Maui flying these days.
Here's the road roll. That's a crit, so it's gonna stay with Buddah.
I definitely think Vader Defender and Friends is definitely at the top of, like, pretty hard to beat, especially if the player knows what they're doing. Like, if they know how to fly a Defender and they practiced it, it's.
I don't think it's all that bad because, like, you don't get a lot with Vader. But if they raised the price of Vader, I wouldn't be like. I wouldn't.
I just don't think
like,
you should have gone
complain.
down. Like, I guess it's just weird. Like, they're like, oh, 3 points down. It's like, I mean, Vader, that platform is built for him to be kind of like a flying cheat code because he doesn't care about blanks with his force and he has focus evade every turn. Unless he gets blocked, but if they get rid of that rule, then it's super bad.
See, like, I agree with Connor here when he's saying Vader hasn't made any top 8s, so, like, I don't think it's an actual problem yet. I like this move in pink. I think that has a good chance at blocking yellow. And if it doesn't, you probably have a shot on yellow.
I don't know if it's not made top. I mean, like, I'm not sure about that. I think I need to see proof that it hasn't, but I don't see it a lot. And, like,
Do you prove a negative?
I don't know, I'm just saying. I'm curious. I'll have to look at that up.
I think if you're red here, you just lock yellow and call it a.
There's also plenty of people that don't get any games going up against Vader Defender. Like, he's just one of those, like, he just kind of comes out every once in a while, you know?
I think the key to facing Vader
Defender.
Defender is you gotta actually shoot him. You have to shoot him with more than one ship. Like,
You gotta shoot him with, like, 3 ships.
yeah.
Also,
Sonic
I mean,
says-
3 ship lists are screwed against Vader typically. Like, you need, like, 4 ship plus.
Sonic says, in his opinion, no naked ship should cost more than 100.
I in the case of Vader, I completely disagree, but
I
otherwise,
also
yes.
disagree with that.
Yeah.
I also disagree in the case of Vader. This is Grievous, range 3. Does have the outmaneuver, so we'll get the re-roll.
Was Boba naked with Maul in Slave 1? What does that mean? Might be. No, because those are upgrades. I agree with that, though, Ryan. Overall, I don't think anything's too, like, I wouldn't call anything. I don't like to throw out the word broken or, like, close to broken. I don't think anything's, like, too good. There are definitely, I think Rebels are getting used or getting played a ton right now. They're pretty popular, but there's nothing. I also play Rebels. Like,
I think
fine.
the state of the game is in a good place right now, but then you add in rule changes and it becomes more broken.
Yeah, and then they have to make even more rules changes to accommodate the rules change because otherwise the rules
It
changes
is
are
a slippery slope. And
absolutely.
Boba Fett is still good without Without Maul, Boba Fett is still a really good ship. Yellow does take a crit.
Wounded. Half points. Buddah up by 26.
And that takes... Yeah, our R2-D2 won't get... Just killing R2-D2 doesn't get you the points you need. If you can even do it. Which, I mean, R2-D2 has survived long past his expiration.
Oh, man.
Here.
Grievous, he's got to do the heavy lifting here.
And this is an ion shot from R2 for the kill.
So 3 with a calculate. Does he get a reroll? He just gets a calculate in the rear arc. There
That's
you go.
Full spend. Full string.
You need natties. You don't get natties.
You?
That's 2
3 evades. That's 3.
Oh, it is.
That is
TTS.
3.
It doesn't. Oh, TTS, why you do this to me? It looked like it rolled over and the other ones did cock.
It does.
I was like, what is this?
It does, but it tells you in chat what it is. Let's go, yellow! Keeping it real. Here's the thing. Pink's 1 away from half points, which is 25, but you're down 26. So you need to get half, preferably killing yellow. Or I guess I have red as the I don't know who the fuck's left. Kill somebody. Win the game.
I agree with Brian too. Boba with Maul and title was meta defining. The only way you'd lose those games is if you made mistakes, like flying mistakes.
Yeah.
That was, I mean, even with Slave 1, you could bail yourself out most of the time. So it was hard to lose those games.
I mean, I flew my first tournament. I flew Boba Ketsu, and I went 3-3, and I should have been 4-2, but I like fucked up. Like,
yeah, there's always like a moment where you play against yourself with lists like that a lot because ultimately they are built to beat most lists, I think.
This is the last turn. He needs a couple things to go right here. Hey, girl. What up, Enos? Yo, we just gabbing. We just gabbing.
Chatting about the state of the Union of Exile.
Indeed. What I want to know is if Buddah wins this, does Colfax get nickel lead?
Oh.
Or
what do you think, Greg? You think we're going to do a Sith Lord Brit raid here at the end, or?
we'll see who's on. Have to take stock of who is on. Canterbury says, I really got to go to bed. Love you guys. And go CIS. See you, buddy. Have a good night.
Good night. Nice talking to you. Ooh, that's not the road roll we want.
That stays with Buddah. Does he want that to try and get a block? Honestly, I think I rotate to the left here and keep my force. But he's gonna help coordinate.
R2 gains a calc if there's a ship in his rear arc. Okay.
Yeah. So I think you gotta think like a 3 banks coming from.
Going to coordinate the barrel roll. Yeah. Let's see if he clears the stress here.
I think he will. I think this means a 1 bank's coming.
Yeah, let's see, a 1 or a 2. He may be trying to give himself space. I don't think that he gives himself enough if he does a 2 bank. But here's the sloop.
Not a bad spot because you do get a little bit of protection from that cloud.
You do. But 1 away from half.
Ooh, and one hard doesn't clear it. Did he move fast enough with the drone? There is the 3 bank. You focus, calculate into R2 and try to get this kill. Not that way. Sure.
Oh boy.
I mean, you kind of want to guard against giving him a shot, but you know what? You're not getting another turn.
Oh no. Why didn't you boost forward? Why give him a shot?
Grievous, do you barrel roll focus and then take your shot on red? With your you probably already have the rerolls on red. Yeah, you do. I think you might just focus here.
Although you do get gas cloud coverage, I think if you do barrel roll from pink, which is something.
I don't think you're worried about that at all. I don't think you are. Oh, he had a roll for wounded pilot, but he didn't get the stress. All right, so I think you just focus because you don't care if you take damage. You're not getting half pointed here, so
Yeah,
Red doesn't have a shot. You want that?
Prevents that from happening. Yeah, you just sit there with the focus. Is probably the right call. Oh, I know the shot would be obstructed. I think coming back. It is range 3 though.
Right. Pink, you
So
only
going to
need 1, and with the force, maybe you take that. It's 3 dice either way. You don't get the free invade, so I think you take this on pink.
And that's time. Reroll time.
No, this has got to be. Oh no, okay, it's on red.
It's to reroll.
On red.
Now
There
you
it
have
is.
to.
You spend your focus.
Oh my
And
god.
natties.
Oh,
Three
so frustrating.
natties, and I
So
think that
frustrating.
guarantees the win for the Republic.
Because yeah, like you said, killing R2 will not be enough, right?
That leaves them 1 point short.
Damn. Needed the kill on red. Okay.
So pink hit crit and the Grievous again. Really doesn't matter what
There you
happens.
go.
Okay.
I mean,
Guess it might. I guess.
yeah, it could be a pilot crit, and you would not be able to discard it. And it is a panicked. Doesn't play in anymore because game's over after this. But
Yeah.
can't use Impervium. 1 away from half.
Yeah. Very cold hard rigged. Oh, yellow's gonna try and finish off R2D2.
Oh wait, I think 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 has 4 damage. I think that is half, right?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Guarantees it for sure.
Crit. And R2 rolls the natty evade, dies, but that concludes the game. A 154 to 125 victory for Buddah. I'm going to pay out the left, and we're going to see who wins the nickel lead. Wow, it's not even
There it
close.
is, Colfax.
God.
Good game though. Very interesting.
Very good. Cold Hard Facts becomes nickel leader. Good job, buddy.
Colfax.
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 Of course, as nickel leader, he won't be able to have deep dish cake anytime soon. That is crazy.
Oh, darn. Deep dish pizza. Too bad.
Yeah.
Definitely be ordering some when they come and play on the 18th. That is still over a couple weeks away. GG's. There it is. Awesome.
Mystic
All
forced
right.
the hand. Yeah, that was a tough choice, Ionic. That was a real Jeopardy moment for you there. All right, Nick, anything you'd like to say? Want to promote your old stream?
My whole stream. 312 Squadron on Twitch. If you're not following, I imagine you are, but if you're not and you like watching X-Wing, we're not as entertaining as Greg, but we have a good time. Check us out. Thanks for having me, man.
Wonderful.
Appreciate you. All right, you guys. Everyone have a good night. May the Force be with you. May you roll natties, and Vader Defender needs to be 50 points. Thank you very much.
50 points, you said?
Just 50.
50 points.
Just a smooth 50 points.
I don't even know what you're going for.
I'm going for absolute misery. That's what I'm going
Just
for.
chaos.
A meta